Are your songs lacking that certain element to make them perfect? Are your compositions sitting around half-finished because the guitars just aren't sounding right? How about this? If you had access to the perfect guitarist right now, would it change your ability to write and produce music? What if you could hire that guitarist without having to book a studio or hire out for a limo? Well, your guitar hero has arrived. Introducing Chrysalis Capital Records recording artist Don Mancuso. Don has decades of experience and has mastered a variety of musical styles. He's honed his skills playing with music legends like Lou Gramm, Gillan, Dan McCafferty, Johnny Smoke, Linda Rutherford, Regi Hendrix, and Billy Sheehan. Now your song can be his next project. I'm talking about your compositions brought to life with professional guitar tracks from a legitimate legend. All thanks to the magic of the internet, you get access to a professional recording artist with a down-to-earth personality, kick-ass chops, and his own studio, where he'll write and record leads, rhythms, and harmonies to your specifications. First, a little bit about the man, Don Mancuso. If life is a song, Don has lived a symphony. A native of Rochester, New York, he's been playing guitar since the age of 6. By 18, he was playing professionally with the blues rock band Black Sheep, which just so happened to feature vocalist Lou Gramm from the band Foreigner. Black Sheep built a solid regional following before touring nationally alongside names like Argent, Peter Frampton, Hall & Oates, Kiss, and Ted Nugent. All the while, Don used his free time to explore rock fusion, classical guitar, and studio work in New York City. When he returned to Rochester, Don was already a full-fledged virtuoso, and he immediately joined another Flower City rock band, Cheater. Thanks to his infectious hooks and earworm style, Cheater gained worldwide recognition in no time. From there, Mancuso collaborated with longtime friend Lou Gramm, contributing to a number of his solo projects, including his debut solo album, Ready or Not, which featured the hit single, Midnight Blue. Now that you know more about who Don is, let's find out more about what makes this music legend tick, and how he can help you produce amazing music. Don, what first drew you to music?
It was about in 7th grade. I went out and saw a band live in our local gymnasium in our middle school, Hoover Drive School. And once I saw a band playing live in a gym and creating that kind of vibe, I was hooked.
Who are you inspired by?
That's a tough one for me because I'm inspired by anything from R&B, funk, to classical music, Celtic, rock music. That's what I grew up on, that people were listening to. A lot of Beatles, Jeff Beck, The Faces.
Describe your average day as a musician.
Well, wake up, grab the coffee, head to the computer and check to see what kind of tracks or work I might have coming in that day, and listen through them, see the ones that I think I'm going to be able to do a great job on, and bring them out into the studio and start working away.
What are you able to add to the songs that you receive?
There are people that get a hold of me are looking for the character I bring to their song and the textures that I can add to it, more of the sounds and the approach that I have.
Please name some artists that you've worked with.
Okay, that might be a list I'm going to pull. Now, there's Lou Gramm from Foreigner and his solo career, who I've toured with and done many recordings and co-written with. Joe Retta, who's from The Sweet and Heaven and Earth. Lisa Gee, Trisha Willerton, and I think she goes by Trisha Parks now. She's a great classical keyboard player, dancer, singer, and I've gone out there and toured with her on a couple occasions. Phil Narrow from Tallis, Peter Criss, of course, and many others.
What do you feel are some of your strengths as a musician?
I would say my biggest strength is my listening ability and hearing where I should and shouldn't play. And then the next level of that being the the appropriate sounds, the appropriate guitars, the appropriate amps, sonically making it something that has my thumbprint on it.
What is one of your favorite collaborations?
God. I've done so many that were great. It's probably the one with Lou working on his Christian rock album that was basically a labor of love for him, and I co-wrote probably 60 or 70% of it with him, and a couple of the tracks that even got voted off the island ended up coming back to secure a label deal out of Italy for Asia and Europe.
What does your guitar playing add to a track?
I add depth, texture. I can add a lot of balls sonically if I need to, and I know how to do that without getting too metally.
Tell us a little bit about your creative process.
It's a lot of listening. I listen to things pretty much non-stop until I can hear what has to be done in it that will make it better, that will enhance what's already there and not take away or step on any of the really good stuff that's in there.
What kind of technology do you use in your studio?
Well, most of it evolves around my Mac, which I'm running Logic in for multi-track recording. I have an old Yamaha M308B board that I love the mic pre's in it as one portion, and then I also have a Great River interface. It's just a single channel, basically comparable to the Neve 1773, I think it is. And that adds a lot of oomph and color and depth to the sounds or the instruments I put through it. And then the final in and out is the Ensemble, the Apogee Ensemble, which is an older one. I've kept it up and it's been running great, knock on wood. And it has they're pretty much Pro A to D converters in it, and it'll do a great job, keep it very clean and neat.
How are you able to get so many different guitar sounds in your studio?
Well, basically the Kemper is a profiling amplifier that makes it very easy and controllable, where I don't need a separate room for my amps. I can basically have them all profiled in here, anything from a Vox to a Marshall to 370 something amplifiers with effects, all programmable. You can dial in just about any sound or variation of a sound that you want, and it's really controllable.
What is the usual turnaround time on a project?
Depending on if I have anything in the queue, it could take anywhere from 4 to 10 days, depending on other work that I have a priority on, or if someone needs a rush job, it usually gets sent to the front of the line.
As you can hear, Don Mancuso has the chops and the knowledge to be a true asset to any musical project. Whatever your style, Don can breathe life into your next song or album. He is the key to taking your project to the next level. To find out more, visit donmancuso.com or contact him on Facebook at facebook.com/don.mancuso.